Good morning, student. Today I teach you lesson number 9, maps, our companions. The land in our environment is not of the same height everywhere. You know that in our environment there is a land and water. So the land in environment is not same in height in everywhere. This unevenness gives rise to various landscapes, creating different landforms such as mountains, valleys, plateaus, plains, and islands. You have studied this in the third chapter. You can study this in the third chapter. For a proper understanding of our environment, it is necessary to study the physical or natural setup of the land. It is very important to understand this in the environment, physical and natural setup of the land. You can in standard fourth, when we learned about maps, we saw in standard fourth when we learned maps, we can saw that 5,000 years old map. This means that the man has felt the need to make maps since ancient time. So there is you can look the maps. In this is from the ancient time the maps has been used. At that time, maps were mainly used in the wars. So at that time, in ancient time, the maps are only used for the in wars only. Wars and in wars. लड़ाई लड़ाई yeah. While fighting a battle, when there is a battle in wars, there is a use of the maps. It is important to have detailed knowledge of the terrain. It helps in working of strategies of defeating the enemy. Maps were very useful for this purpose. So maps are very useful for in wars. Taking into account the difference in their height, shape, etc., various landforms can be shown on the map. About this study, there is the various maps are given there. There are different methods of showing these landforms on a map. Let us look at these methods. So you can look this method. You are going to a fort for your school trip. You travel by bus to a certain end. When you are going to a trip, you can look the fort. What you can look in the fort? The fort, where is the fort? Point and then get off. The fort is on a hill. So you can always look that the fort is on a hill. To reach the fort, you have to cross another hill and also a valley. So for to reaching the fort, you can cross the another hill and valley. Show the two hills and the valley in the blank box given in the on this page. How will you show that the valley is deep and the mountains is high? Is there? It is given that some maps are given there. So map A, map B, and map C are given there. Study the maps shown above. All these maps show the same area, but they look different. Study the maps and answer the following question. In a map A, has the height of the land been shown? In map, these lines are shown as a land. Okay, students.